Shoot ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Hey.
Oh, Greg, what do we have here?
So, this is one of the newer non-lethal defensive tools. This is the Byrna, is the name brand. It is a pepperball gun. There are a few of them out there. They do kind of fall into that category. You get what you pay for. So the Byrna is definitely the Cadillac. From a professional perspective, if I were to recommend one, this would definitely be the one.
So just looking at it, it looks kind of like a Glock 26 and a high point hybrid. It does have a safety on it. Now, when you go to the fire position, does it have a laser or anything? I'm assuming this one is not working at the moment. Or is that just something
this particular model does not have a targeting laser in it.
Okay, are there some that do?
Some that do, yes. Yes, or it does have a Picatinny rail, and so you can still put on any Picatinny products that you have with your flashlights, etc.
Oh, wow.
And putting a flashlight on this is not illegal when you use it as a flashlight like it would be with your firearm.
And will this fit into any holsters? Are there any holsters that are...
No, a couple companies do make some holsters that will fit into your generic holsters. So any of your leather type stuff for a larger, maybe a P226 holster. I'd have to actually try that. I do know that I've got sticky holsters that works. I can find you some. And
I'm seeing right now it's holding maybe 5 to 6 rounds. What's the magazine capacity?
I believe it is 6 rounds, and it comes with 2 magazines.
Okay. So one of the issues that I've had with this, and people have asked me about it, is the legality of it. Can a unarmed security guard actually carry this?
Well, first of all, I'm not an attorney, so I cannot give any legal advice, but to the best of my knowledge, as it is a non-lethal or less lethal oleoresin capsation device, it does not qualify as a firearm. It is absolutely legal to carry. That doesn't mean your company policy will allow it.
Okay, and then in terms of the projectiles, you have 3 options. You've got the inert training round, which is, you said, it shoots like a baby powder type thing.
Yeah, it's a ball that just bursts into inert powder.
And then you've got the actual OC ball, which I'm assuming is going to have like a cloud effect.
Yes.
Of OC. And then you actually have the plastic. Now, is that a hard plastic?
That is a hard plastic ball, so it is considered a less lethal option, but it will certainly leave a mark.
Yeah, one of the things that I worry about is people utilizing these. You know, it's not a firearm, but it does look like a firearm. I worry about guards having this in a situation where, again, they're unarmed, they don't have a license for a firearm. I can see where this would raise some concerns. You know, people who are trained obviously are going to understand something yellow like this is signifying that it's less than lethal. But I do worry about your average person or company employee that would see that and they think that it's a firearm.
Right.
And then also I worry about the civil liability of utilizing a projectile and shooting that from something, how that could play into an individual officer being held liable or something like that. So I get shot in the leg with this thing?
No.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it will be massive.
All right, so
you want to see if it'll go through cardboard?
Yeah, let's see if it'll go through the cardboard. All right, so we're loading this just like a normal magazine, and that's in there.
Yep.
All right.
So that one is 2 inerts.
Yeah, 2 inerts.
I can reuse those.
And you're also having to utilize like a CO2 cartridge?
Correct.
And where does that go?
So now what this does is it goes right in the front. So this doesn't pierce the cartridge until you pull the trigger. So it's not. So you just go ahead and snug this down. There is an Allen wrench. I failed to bring one out. Let me see if this happens to be the right size.
So snug that down.
Okay.
Magazine.
So again, so mag out. Go ahead.
All right. All right. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, shoot ready.
Ready.
Stand by. Hey. All right, what do you think about the sighting? I mean, that's a good point. Were you able to get sight acquisition?
As I brought it up, I mean, this doesn't feel like my firearm.
No.
Clearly. But that first one I could tell I was down low and then I brought it up.
Okay. Either way, from a pepper ball perspective, of course, that one would have, either one of them could have been, that was devastating. And it literally, now we've got about 3 layers of cardboard here, and it went clean through to the rubber backer. So
the trigger is extremely soft, and again, this could, it's a brand new gun, so maybe it needs time to break in. So you would definitely want to get some training rounds through this thing, but the trigger speeds on that.
Yeah. The good news is the training rounds are reusable.
Really?
Oh yeah, just pick them up, use them again.
Let's do it again. Okay.
So, are you staged correctly? So you're in the safe position, right? So I just want to make sure you have to, as you come up, make sure you drop the safety, right? Shoes ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Threat! You're having way too much fun with that, sir. But what I'm most interested in, Jesus, that is vicious, man. I mean, everyone just clean through it. Put your finger there. Feel how thick that is.
That's gonna hurt.
No shit,
Oh my
right?
God, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's good penetration right there.
Imagine what, you know, how do you want to be shot? Let me know.
No, I don't. No. One of the things that I worry about with something like this is that, yes, it's a non-lethal, it's less than lethal. You're shooting a pepper ball, even shooting the plastic rounds, but there is a lot of force clearly coming through that, and you're responsible for that round just like you would be with a firearm. For me personally, I'm gonna say that's a no-go. If I was running a security company, I would not allow my officers to carry that. Again, check the local listings. But for me, I think that is way too dangerous and way too dicey on that line of carrying something like that if you already don't have that lethal certification. I think having that certification gives you a little bit more justification for something like that. I can actually see where during something like the riots that we dealt with in 2020, that'd be a great tool to have where you're not fatally harming someone if you have to, could get you out of a situation. But for unarmed guards, that would be definitely too dicey for me.
Okay, well, let's take a look at what it is like when you use the training room.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this test with the inert trainers. They emulate the pepper ball, so I'm very curious about the level of penetration. So I'm going to ask Damien to pick those up a little bit, hitting toward the hard part of the sternum, mostly so that we can just not get them confused with the rounds that we have on target. So.
Okay, we are good. All right.
All right. All right, B-zone shot. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Everybody. Go! They did go clean through. Right. You shot 3?
Yep.
I don't know if that was something else then, because we had all 3 went clean through in there and then you didn't break apart.
All right. Well, interesting.
Yeah, that is.
I can totally say this though. I can see where in an area like Portland that is very anti-law enforcement, that is anti-security, I can see something like this being a middle ground if they were trying to remove firearms. And that has happened. Portland State University, their police are completely unarmed. I can see this being an option, utilizing the rubber aspect of it. So, but for security, again, it's just a little much. Let me get out of the way.
Okay, get it over. I'm gonna shoot the wood. I want to see how these things. So we're gonna see what it does to that 2x6 pine.
Okay, this is one of the ones that's going to break open.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
That works.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice. Good deal. All right, we're good.